Hi everyone, I'm the art toy advocate, Nick Curtis, and I want you to imagine this scene. Eastern Poland, 1982, a baby boy was born, his given name being Sebastian, though he will end up preferring Seb. And by the age of 7, Seb had created his first piece of digital art by using an Atari 130XE, starting him in an artistic journey that eventually led to England in 2006. Having relocated specifically to London, Seb worked for several years as an assistant to well-established British artists, eventually striking out on his own under his chosen alias, Whatshisname. And this Whatshisname, guys, might be familiar to you, as several of his designs from over the years have garnered attention online. But the one we'll be focusing on is this, POPek, the squatting balloon dog with his disturbingly cute balloon turd. POPek first appeared in mid-2016 as a 120 centimeter tall fiberglass sculpture, with only an addition of 10 being made at this nearly 4-foot height. But Whatshisname quickly followed this up with a smaller 12 centimeter tall rendition. Cast in polyurethane resin, their 4 3/4 inch stature was first coated in red as an addition of 200, and then in January of 2017 in black as an addition of 100. But in the meantime, Whatshisname had been working with Mighty Jaxx to realize the POPek in vinyl, like this version I have here. Standing 20 centimeters or roughly 8.5 inches tall, the vinyl cast versions debuted at the very beginning of 2017 with a limited red rendition, which quickly sold out, followed online by a 200-piece black edition in June. But in May of this year, those who attended either Korea's Art Toy Culture, the Thailand Toy Expo, or New York's 5 Points Festival had this very limited pink edition available to them. Now, in talking about POPek itself, I think the parody aspect relating to Jeff Koons' massive balloon dog stainless steel sculptures is fairly obvious, even with those mirror polished finishes replaced with this high gloss finish. But what might not be as well known is how this piece likewise harkens back to some of Whatshisname's earliest works, ones beginning in 2012. Good Boy and Good Puppy were interior design art pieces, their functional lamp toppers controlled by an on-off switch within the turd behind them. And while these were more realistic canine renditions, inspired by the Front Design Collective's Animal Things series from 2006, the scatological jest at the heart of POPek was already present in them, as well as the standalone small puppy piece. Now, while these previous iterations of the concept had a cute quirkiness to them, it is POPek's irreverent reverence to Koons' iconic pop art that truly makes this a memorable statement piece on its own. And I do love how the vinyl is soft enough to squeeze slightly, as well as how the high gloss finish smartly accentuates this form. The solid color upon it granted hot streaks of white from the lights and dark areas from the shadows. In fact, the only real complaint I have is regarding the balloon turd, which lacks a knot on its stem. Of course, Whatshisname realized this oversight himself, correcting it with his most recent sized rendition of POPek, the 50 centimeter tall version. Now, POPek is the first design in Whatshisname's balloon dog series, the second one, POPek, having recently debuted in vinyl, also from Mighty Jaxx. In fact, a third design has been teased already as well. Those interested in learning more about POPek's creator, Whatshisname, should visit his website, whatshisname.co.uk, and those hoping to acquire one of the Vinyl Balloon Dog series pieces can find out more on Mighty Jaxx's website, mightyjaxx.rocks. Thank you for watching me, Nick Curtis, the Art Toy Advocate. Agree with me? Disagree with me? Let me know your thoughts on Whatshisname's POPek sculpture by commenting below, as well as liking or disliking this video on YouTube. And please remember to subscribe to the CoArt YouTube channel to be kept up to date on my reviews.